What is up? It is Semi Pro. We're back. We're about to do a commentary track. Punisher 2004. We've been going through the Punisher movies. Last week we watched Dolph Lundgren. This week it's Tom Green.
You may have punished her, but I nearly killed her, brother. Shit.
Hey, Punisher.
Lord have mercy.
I didn't even know her. You know what I mean?
Even know it.
All right, well, I'm going to count us down. We're going to start it.
Back. So yeah.
So you can watch along with us. If you're listening.
Tampa Bay. It's got what's his name? That guy who Scientologist that trolls gyms for men.
Oh, the Punisher.
No, John Travolta.
Yeah. Right.
He's the bad guy in this, I think.
Right. I always confuse and think that he's Tom Green. What's his name? Tom Jane.
Right. Tom Green fingered Freddy.
Right. I'm going to count us down. We're going to start the movie.
Dalton.
3, 2, 1, play. Here we go. She's about to get punished, bruh. Fun little fact I realized while I was peeing before this.
I'm not having fun.
This movie came out as close to the Dolph Lundgren Punisher as it did today.
True.
God, that's an awesome Marvel logo.
It's hard as hell.
Yeah, so it's 20 years. So it was 20 years between.
Ooh, I don't know why that reminded me. Actually, I do know. But we should watch the
Less time. I'm sorry. That was 89. So that was 15 years. And now it's been 20 years.
We should watch the Nick Cage Ghost Rider films, both of them at some point as a little sweep after this.
Yeah.
Made me think of that because that has that has its own Marvel intro where it has the Marvel Knights logo,
I remember that.
Bizarre.
Very.
Yeah. Marvel Knights is niche as hell.
Yeah. These opening credits
are down below if you know Marvel Knights. Yeah, fuck with this hard. The Punisher.
Yeah, it's awesome. Some of the coolest. Let's see. This was X-Men, Spider-Man. This at this point.
I think Spider-Man 2 also.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was this year, same year.
All the X-Men?
No, first two.
Third X-Men was
6.
But right before Spider-Man 3.
And the Fox Fantastic Four movies hadn't came out
yet.
Corvette.
No, the first one had. I think the next one was the year first one came out the same year as this.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, so there were 15 years. It's crazy how much different 90s movies and early 2000s movies feel.
True. Yeah. I mean, sort of late 90s and
I'm talking 89 to 2004.
My thing is I define every era as the middle of an era to the middle of the next era.
Okay.
So 85 to 95, that's an era. You know? And
but even then, that feels so much different than this.
Oh, yeah.
Which would have been technically early 2000s.
This is 95 to 05, which is a different era from 85 to 95.
Yo, it's you.
Yeah, damn, dude.
Before you.
He looks like my Punisher design, actually. He's smoking
a
cigarette.
He does.
Got grungy bangs. Is that? That's not John Travolta.
No.
It looks like Tom Jane, though.
It is?
Is it Tom?
This has got to be some kind of like stealth.
He's undercover, yeah. I remember this.
Was he a cop in this one? Again?
I think so. I think he was both. I think he was cop and...
I do think I was reading Ultimate Punisher was a cop.
Ultimate Common is a cop. Or, yeah, Ultimate Punisher is a cop, yeah.
Feels like weird in 2004. But I guess in 2004, you don't want your deranged lunatic to be ex-military because they were trying to...
Sure. There's a big military propaganda push. Who's that that mobster scumbag actor? He looks super familiar.
He does.
I know him he's like
He's got to be a bit
comedy
guy.
Silly actor. He's like a character actor, I think. I keep thinking Tony Shalhoub, but it's not Tony Shalhoub. He's the monk. I'm gonna have to pull that up. You're gonna have.
So this is the setup of Tom Green getting his family killed.
presume, or at least the setup to his family getting killed. Yeah,
Right.
this is like he busts these criminals, and these criminals kill his family. Type B. Yeah.
But now he looks like he's sneaking around.
See.
Is this not Tom Jane? It's gotta
No,
be.
it must.
It
Yeah, the
is.
blonde wig, white, that classic fucking Miami Vice suit. That's Tom Jane. The one who just got shot and is seemingly dead. That's Tom Jane.
Maybe they're covering it up.
Yeah, no, it's some like, yeah, they're making it seem like he's dead because he's undercover.
Right.
Maybe.
I haven't seen this movie in a very long time. Probably
Probably
10
watched it a
years.
couple years ago. Oh, I think I found who that guy is. Hold on. Eddie Jemison. Is this him? I think this is him. Goosebumps.
Bobby. Bobby.
Wow.
Um,
Everybody loves the sunshine. Yeah, I don't know what I know this guy. Oh, he was in Ocean's 11.
bag him
I
and
think
ship
that's what
him.
it is. He was in Ocean's 11. He was like the
Okay.
weird fucking like nerd guy in Ocean's 11. Yeah.
This was
I
a very
remember.
convincing fake out if I didn't know what Tom Jane looked like.
Right, yeah. If I hadn't seen Arrested Development.
Right.
Hey, real quick, what's chat? Comment down below. What's the population of Blinker City?
I think it might be this guy. And by that I mean you.
Yo, bitch. Mr. White, we gotta like head to Blinker City. I left my shoes there, bitch. Surprise, you're the Punisher. So I wonder if he is a vet at all in this one. I actually don't remember.
Okay, so he was military and then became a cop.
Gotcha.
It appears. Now he does undercover
Yeah.
operations. Okay. I rock with that. I do remember, like, compared to last week, it's not nearly as just unhinged. He's
right. He's not
just
living in a sewer off rip, you know?
right. Well, not just like not living in the sewer, but he's not as like sleazy.
Well, it's that we're starting off
Right.
pre-Punisher.
Right.
Like with
Right.
Dolph Lundgren, we started with Punisher. Even
But I
with,
don't think, like,
having
at the
watched
end of the
Daredevil,
Dolph
that
Lundgren
started with
Punisher
Punisher.
movie, he just snapped a woman's neck.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't
Remember
much of
the woman with the knives in her ears,
Oh,
Amber Heard, who never said a word?
Yeah.
He just like grabbed her and just snapped her neck.
Wait, you mean the main Yakuza bad bitch, right?
Well, that's the
Did she not speak? Or
no.
was there a-
Amber
was
Heard,
there
who was
a
with the
goon?
Yakuza chick.
I don't remember her, I guess.
We just kept commenting on how she looked like Amber Heard.
I'm sure she did. Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, but he just like grabbed her and snapped her neck in
I mean,
half.
she probably had it coming.
Right.
Jesse Pinkman's shirt while he go through the most traumatic event of his life.
Right.
Bail him out. We're criminals.
We're criminals. We got money.
Criminals.
We're the
We need
mob.
Get our criminals out with the mob. They're swimming with the fishes. There's that guy.
He's fishing for punishment.
The guy who I just figured out where I knew him from.
Oh, it's
but then
Monk.
immediately forgot. That guy who's not from the Monk.
The guy who's not the monk from Monk.
Oh, yeah, guy Livingston Dell from Ocean's 11.
Right. Saints and Sinners.
Oh,
Reference.
do you get it? You know, hot take. Think they should have crossed over Tom Jane Punisher with Ben Affleck Daredevil. I think that would have been cool. I think that the two superheroes from Marvel from the 2000s should have crossed over. I
Well,
think they also
okay.
should have crossed over with Spider-Man and Ghost Rider and the X-Men. I think that would have been cool.
The fact that somehow
But
Fox had Punisher,
it's so
Daredevil,
strange. They had all
Fantastic Four,
these,
and
yeah,
X-Men and never
all
once.
of these were well, was Punisher is this movie a
I
Fox
think
film?
so.
I don't think it is. I think this might be. It's not New Line Cinema. That's Blade. Maybe this is Fox. Either way, they had um, X-Men and Fantastic Four and never crossed those over. They surely could have worked out some deal with Sony with relative ease.
Right. Back in the
Like,
day, dude, before they knew that this would
yeah, I mean that
work.
was like yeah, I mean this superhero shit was nothing back in the day. Like, I mean yeah, it took like a fucking like $1 billion deal with Disney to get Spider-Man in the MCU, but that was after like
This
these
is
superhero movies had
Lionsgate.
made. Okay, but that's Sony, I think. I think
Yeah,
that's connect because
maybe.
it's like maybe I don't know.
It's a division, but I can't find who it's a division to.
I associate that with Columbia, but maybe that's
Lionsgate
Sony, but
Studios.
maybe it's not. I always think because
Stars Entertainment. We're working our way down.
Stars, that's where the Spider-Man movies are. Oh, someone died. No, he just got shot. He didn't die. Oh, it's John Travolta. He's bald.
John Travolta also would have been a decent Punisher in the 90s. He's
Yeah.
got that face.
Got that hairline too. Yeah,
Right. That's, I guess, more what I mean.
for sure. Yeah. I don't know that he does like angry that well. Like, I mean, maybe I don't know John Travolta that well. This is Frank Punisher wife. I think perhaps she will die. Yo, he trippy.
Okay, so yeah, so they didn't own. Yeah, he is tough.
Dude, that leather jacket
He
is
should have had
crack.
some. He should have had some dirt on his chest in the shape of a skull.
Oh, true. That'd be like a reference.
It is just crazy to me that it took. I don't know. Just like until 2012 to get any sort of, or I guess 2008 would have been Iron Man, and that's when they started setting the groundwork. But
Yeah, but they didn't know at that point. Like it was, I mean, it was super ambitious. If you actually think about it, the fucking like the MCU conceptually was very ambitious. Like,
and one thing I've always
and it
thought
worked
was,
it worked out, but
yeah,
like really like them try even just like trying to set up like because I mean TASM, I guess TASM was after the MCU, but
everything
they
that's
tried setting
everyone that's
stuff
done it
up.
since has failed.
And even before, like, and none of it's worked
But did
other than the
anybody really
MCU.
try it before?
I mean, I guess, kind of. I mean,
The Universal monster movies?
that wasn't before. That was after.
No, the original Universal monster movies were
Oh,
all,
sure,
they had some
sure. And
crossover stuff.
right, and like the fucking. I mean, I guess
50s.
Big Godzilla, the original Godzilla,
Yeah.
a somewhat consistent universe.
I guess like a
Um,
Punisher, Alien Punisher. Nope.
Predator. Yeah.
Predator. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know her shit. How I'm a predator, bitch.
Like that. Yeah. Like those things did it, but I don't know.
Sure,
You
I
just think
totally get
back to
Jason.
like
Yeah,
number
it
one.
was that would be like a one-off thing though, where it'd be these two properties that are loved, Predator and Alien. They're both aliens, and people like them, and they're horror
They're
things.
both
Or
predators.
these horror things. It's Freddy and it's Jason. They're both horror characters, and they cross over, and it's like this big event, you
And it still
know?
takes a 10-year legal battle to get it to happen. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, whereas yeah, it's starting with it went what Iron Man, and then Hulk had Iron Man in it, and that was like a year later.
Yeah, Hulk
Iron
had
Man
Iron Man
2
in
was
it.
year.
Captain
Then
America had Iron Man's
Thor,
dad
Thor,
in it.
Thor and Captain America were back to back in 2011, I think. God, John Travolta looks like an AI.
Yeah, he
Like
does.
he
And I
looks
don't mean he looks AI
so
generated. He looks like a
no.
computer that would make AI
Yeah,
generated
that,
things.
but also he looks AI generated. Also, he doesn't look like a human.
Right, correct. He looks like a robot.
Yeah, he looks like a ribbit. The sound a frog makes.
We called New York. I'm from New York, if you can't tell. That's why I said New York.
I'm from New York, but this movie takes place in Tampa for some reason.
That is
For some reason,
strange.
this classic Punisher, who has always been a New York character and has been reliant on the New York mob as part of his story and New York cops. This one takes place. Oh, it's so he can go scuba diving with his
Well,
son.
this is in
Because
Australia.
if you go scuba diving,
Not Australia.
it's
This is
supposed to be.
it's somewhere else. It just flashed up the card and it was not
Oh, did
Tampa.
it? Interesting.
Puerto Rico. This is Puerto Rico.
Weird. Why not just have it Florida? I
I
guess
think
they're
they're on
on
vacation,
vacation.
yeah. God,
Yeah.
he's I miss when
I miss when muscular men looked like human men and not fucking
The Rock.
comic book characters. Yeah, not fucking Dwayne Johnson.
Right.
Yeah, he looks like
Because
fucking
this guy's
OG Hugh
joinked.
Jackman. He's jacked, dude. Tom Jane was jacked.
God,
He has
like
that he's
like
got that David
it's the
fucking
Deadpool and
Hoffman build.
Wolverine thing. Like Hugh Jackman
Yeah,
doesn't look good in that movie. He looks unhealthy.
right. He looks strung out on
He looks
steroids.
AI generated.
Mm. Yeah, and he's got stupid hair too.
That's a weird that's a weird thing to say. Two
Super.
families, and when you put them together, you get this. My
I mean, I
my
get it.
fully
It's an
child grandson.
old grandpa man, you
Right.
know.
But that's something you say like when a baby's first born, not when he's
Sure,
like 6.
sure. Maybe it's his birthday though.
Is it?
I don't know. That's the only thing that would make it like giving some significance to him,
Or
other
an
than just
anniversary?
kind of.
Would
But
make that
then why
speech
not
make sense.
focus it? Well, but then focus it on them, not their
Well,
kid.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah, but
the
that's
kid is
just what
yeah.
happens when you have a kid, I think.
Sure, sure. That's I mean, yeah, you'll find out, I
Yeah,
guess.
I've already found out.
Hey, hey, dude, you'll get there, type
Already
beat.
found out, brother.
That's set up. I like their matching white
Yeah.
sundresses.
She's wearing white so that when she
They're
gets
white
shot,
attires.
it's
You can fully see the
yeah.
blood. Did they die on vacation? I would think they die in the hometown. But I
Oh,
guess
okay. They went on vacation to celebrate him coming home. The ADR in this scene is real bad.
sure, yeah.
90s ADR is just oh
This is 2004. This movie came out in 2004.
well, but
Oh,
you
she's
know you said it
pregnant.
95 to
Oh, that's true. I did. I established that time period.
they're about to have sex on this beach. He's real horny.
I mean, shit, dude. He's only been fucking dudes for the past fucking however long, you know?
God, I hate ADR so much. I hate bad ADR. I know when I can't tell it's ADR, I'm not going to comment on it. So I don't want anybody saying like, "Well, all movies use ADR." I hate ADR. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. We got that comment once on a short.
Mob person? Yeah, tell him to die.
Oh, that's probably why I run the YouTube.
I mean, we all do, you know. So that and taxes, right?
He looks like
Oh, he's got a
Harry
classic mob
Osborn.
history. I was gonna say Christopher from The Sopranos.
I was gonna go with Harry
Sort of-
Osborn
sort
from
of a
TASM.
mix.
Yeah,
Sort of a
it's
mix
the
between
sunglasses.
them both, honestly. Yeah, he also. I mean, he looks like a more normal looking Chris from Sopranos,
Right.
which James Franco's a pretty normal looking dude.
Right. Not a normal dude though.
Right? No, he groomed women or whatever.
Yeah.
something bad.
It's
That
crazy. He
guy's
got his Oscar
postal
snub for playing
sunglasses.
Tommy Wiseau because he groomed those women.
Right, yeah, but that dude's got postal sunglasses, which is pretty
Right.
cool.
I think you should be there.
John Travolta, I think you should come with me while I go to the gym to pick up some men to have gay sex with, because I have sex with gay men. Oh, there was a woman in that car the whole time.
God damn, dude. When I'm feeling broke, ENJ by my side. And he like $40. This shit like 25. So who is John Travolta? He's just like a mob boss.
He is mob boss, yes.
Just Mr. Mob Man.
I don't think
Do you
he's a
think
comic
he's
book.
A comic character? Okay,
I don't
say.
think he could be. I don't know. I've never read a Punisher comic book in my life.
I don't know that there's many significant Marvel comic mob characters.
There's that one.
I know Batman has the two big significant ones.
Yeah, the ones that they're in every Batman movie.
In every Batman movie, they were in the Robert Pattinson one. One of them was fucking John Turturro, and then when he just didn't want to come back for Penguin, he said that the reason he didn't want to come back was because he didn't like violence towards women. After he chose Zoe Kravitz in the Batman. Zoe Kravitz played his daughter.
Yes.
He choked his daughter. Yeah.
Yo,
it's the Punisher. It's like the Punisher shirt. It's the Punisher shirt for the
what
Punisher.
a goofy.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's like it's no sillier than the Punisher logo than why ever the fuck John Bernthal's Punisher spray painted the skull.
I don't know why he did.
I don't know if they ever explained it.
I think is better.
It's cool. Yeah.
I think it's way better to not explain.
I remember at least in Daredevil, like he just pulls out that like it's like this vest that already has that on it, and I think in the Punisher show too, he just has that. Yo, he got the ice cream on his face. Oh, so the girl got the ice cream on his face.
God. No, they are still on vacation, but they're not still wearing white.
Yeah, no. In fact, I think his wife is wearing red. That was just a different.
Gotta cover it up.
Yeah.
She's on her period. It's her time of the month. So she's got to wear red so that it doesn't stain. God, that's an awesome F-150.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I love an old box truck. An old square body. Love it, dude.
Yeah.
Come and talk to me, son-in-law. I'm going to say some out-of-pocket stuff to you. That's how it normally goes.
He will punish.
What a silly line. These guns.
So are they on vacation? Because he's got this gun case.
Maybe they're vacationing in his house, but it is not Tampa. It is for sure.
Right. Why would he have a house in? I guess maybe it's
it's like a beach house. I think it's father-in-law's house. Yeah.
He said the dad-in-law said that to Tom Jane. He said your guns.
No, Tom Jane said that to his father-in-law. He said your guns. You've done something to them.
Gotcha. Then yeah, it's probably I mean, he's retired. He could live in Puerto Rico or whatever.
It could also be father and not father-in-law. I don't know.
Sure, yeah. I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah,
don't remember.
I'm waiting for him to start punishing.
Man, we're really good fucking commentary track hosts. We're super interesting.
We're better than some.
Witty. Most, maybe. I like the way that guy crouches and holds his shotgun.
Awesome.
He looks like he's shooting a shotgun for the first time ever.
God, that's sick.
I mean, this does look like Florida. It doesn't look like Tampa, but it looks like the Keys, maybe.
Like I said, it said a place, and it was not.
The Bahamas or something.
Yeah, something like that. Puerto Rico. I'm almost positive it was Puerto Rico.
Probably, yeah. just that's strange to have a beach vacation movie that already takes place in Florida without a character that has nothing to do with Florida.
Well, I think the idea is they're on vacation with both families, so everyone's together. So like it's not they've expanded
Sure,
it. It's
yeah.
not
But
just his
I mean,
wife and kids that
it could
died.
be the
It's
but my point is the family could be visiting him who lives in Florida, which is already like a vacation type spot.
right, yeah. I'd
And
go
they
vacation in like the mountains.
it's already a strange. Well, sure, yeah, but it's already a strange choice. Like Punisher isn't a character that's from Florida; he's from
Right.
New York. As far
Yeah,
as I
that would be
know.
a really cool
He was.
contrast.
It's just like it's weird that they put him. They changed this character's origin story to make him from a location that is typically like a vacation spot, and then they made his origin story happen while he's on vacation in a different vacation spot.
Right.
Like it's weird. It's a little.
Well,
It's
what it probably comes down to is it was very cheap to film in Puerto Rico.
Sure, I bet. Yeah, but I mean, you could pass off Puerto Rico for Florida, you know?
Right, and that's probably what they're doing. But the script said he was
Sure.
on vacation at the beach, and they were just
Right,
like,
And you
But-
saw it and you thought this is probably Puerto Rico because it looked like Puerto Rico.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no, no,
my
no, no, no,
God, he was dead.
no. This is Puerto Rico
Okay.
or something. This is not America because all the signs were not in English too. What
Right.
I'm saying is they had the script that said he went on vacation, but they couldn't have him not live in America when they found out it was cheap to film in Puerto Rico.
Well, sure, but Florida is still Florida and New York are both America. He could
Yeah, no,
live
no,
in
no,
New
no.
York.
He lives in America, but he was
But this
already
movie-
going on vacation in the script.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess. Just making him live on Florida if their script cheapness is dependent on the vacation filming in a foreign country thing. Like what? Like it's just
Right. Because the whole
It's-
movie
it's
is filmed in
weird.
this same place, I'd almost guarantee.
I don't know because it's filmed in Tampa. They filmed this movie in Tampa. Like
But this could be-
I recognize location. This isn't Tampa, obviously,
Right.
but the main chunk of this movie takes place in Tampa.
Unless this
filmed
is
for the
just
most
some
part
little
in
remote part of Tampa.
I don't think so. I mean, it could be like some like there's a couple little sort of island, not islands, like pentagons. What are they called?
Peninsula.
Yeah, little jumps off of Tampa. But I don't think this is like this. If anything, this would be like the Keys or like Miami.
Mm.
Like this is not like this is the tropics. Tampa's not really like it's not that tropic. I mean, it's a little tropic, but we don't got coconuts on
It's
our palm
the big
trees,
thing
you know,
is
they-
moving
we
him to
got
Florida
coconuts
in the
on the
first
palm.
place.
Sure, yeah.
Like that's I actually kind of like the idea that all of his family was on a big vacation.
No, it's cool. It's very interesting. It gives it, it's
A little extra,
it's a little, yeah, for sure. I mean, already it's diving much more into the family aspect than at least Dolph Lundgren Punisher,
Right.
which had barely any. But I mean, even as far as I can remember, more than John Bernthal, like that had a good bit on the Punisher show. Like it had a lot of flashbacks and stuff, but
Right.
I guess it just like it feels like more when it's continuous and when it's not like, junted flashback.
Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag on the dock.
You see, this looks like I mean, this even kind of looks like Honeymoon Beach, which is near me.
That's a Puerto Rican flag.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Puerto Rico makes sense.
Oh, and the
Okay,
license
it's a
plate. I
Puerto
guess we
Rico
could have been
flag.
looking at the whole time we're talking.
Yeah, you're smart, man.
So I guess his dad and or father-in-law just happens to have a beach house in Puerto
Just
Rico.
lives yeah, or even just retired there. You know how
Yeah.
old people do. Oh.
There did. I liked his little spin. He looks like he's crip walking a little bit.
Yeah, he also looks like he's doing the gritty a little bit. The right foot creep.
Oh, I can win. I see.
Oh, his family's dead. He is going to punish
He's
her.
going to punish whoever did this. I remember this scene vividly. It's like the only scene I remember from this entire movie.
This is so cool.
How many shots does he have in this shotgun? I know it's not a double barrel, but don't most shotguns only have like 2 shots?
I mean,
Even pump shotguns?
It could have a small clip, maybe. Probably not, but
Do shotguns have clips?
some can. That one doesn't look like it would. Definitely doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like 4, which I guess he shot like 4, I think. It's that dude who looked like James Franco, and
Right.
also Chris from The Sopranos.
Chris Sopranenko?
No. Oh,
See, I
not
feel
the
like
guy.
I'd keep him on the dock so I could kill him effectively, but okay, cool. Just
No,
bring
they
him
got
back.
him. They got goons. They're gonna water him. Cerveza. Pick him up. My cerveza.
It's still, I think I'd shoot him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd probably just kill the man. I wouldn't do this whole like type beat mother and father son disregards. That guy's name is John. Who is that?
I don't know.
He's someone. He's not Chris from The Sopranos, but he looks like him, but also like someone else. Let me check the Punisher.
This man's walking all through that diesel. It's gonna get
man's
all
walking
over his
like a
shoes. It's a really big explosion for such a small flame. It's cool though.
I don't know. I'm looking at this guy's IMDb.
Awesome. Did they give a reason for him to have survived that gunshot to the chest?
Because he's the Punisher.
Okay. So no.
Because he punishes.
That guy looks like your Postal Punisher edit.
True.
With the sunglasses and the cigarette.
Right, yeah.
And his twinkish nature.
And yeah, just the twink of it all. Yeah. Pick him up.
I do like that he didn't wash up very far. Like he's in a reasonable different.
Yeah, I mean it's right on that shore.
You can see it.
You can see the pier. Oh, who's this guy?
Lawrence Fishburne.
Realizing I don't remember much of this movie.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know that I remember anything after this moment.
Yeah, take another swig of E&J. Maybe that'll help me remember.
Yeah, that'll help me
Probably not.
not remember anything ever again. I think that cuts off your brain's ability to record memories.
What if I started smoking meth?
That's probably safer for you than drinking E&J.
Yo, bitch. Yeah, surely. But at least I'm not chasing the E&J with PBR or anything. That would be fucked up.
Right,
That
that'd be
would
the most
like,
white trash thing of all time, maybe.
like someone who does that should be like
Shot on the spot,
institutionalized
probably.
or just shot and killed, maybe hung publicly,
Hanged.
but not hung from the neck to be killed, hung from like the ankles or the arms to be like publicly
Punished.
beaten or punished her, but I don't think he knows her.
He
But that's
might,
okay.
though, is the thing.
Oh, he's an FBI agent. That's okay. That makes sense. That's a more logical transition from soldier to fed than soldier to cop.
Yeah.
I mean, soldier to cop. It happens, but
It happens a lot. actually, I
Yeah,
think.
for sure. Yeah, it's always seemed stranger to me, I guess.
I mean,
At
I think
least
it's
from
just
from a
accessible. You
story
don't need a
perspective.
degree for
Yeah,
some reason.
for sure. Yeah,
I mean, I
definitely
need 2 to be a
structures.
pastor, but they don't need any to carry, and enforce the
Right.
law.
Yeah, just like they got to do the course where they like shoot the targets, and then you
Right.
can't
They
shoot the
have to
ones
be
that
able to
are
shoot accurately, and
well,
that's it.
you can't shoot the ones that are like it's like a lady carrying groceries or like with a baby or something.
Right.
You just
But
shoot the
God
ones that
forbid they
are like
bring out the black target.
right. Well, they make sure to make all those ones criminals.
Right.
Just to give their cadets a bit of an edge, edge, edge.
All their cadets are edging.
And when I'm feeling broke, yeah.
Like, I had something for you. I'm John Travolta. This is how I talk. God, that woman's body is funny looking. She looks like a cartoon.
She does look a little like a cartoon, yeah.
Doesn't she have cartoon mom body?
Kind of, yeah. She kind of just looks like
Whatever this
woman.
actress's name is.
Right. Oh.
Oh.
Got a dress under her dress.
I think that's lingerie, but
Yeah.
because John Travolta's going to get lucky, which is something I don't like to think about often.
Right. Who would?
Probably someone has thought about it and liked
Maybe.
it.
So can this be called Puerto Rican Punisher?
Puerto Ricosher?
No.
I wonder if the scene in No, well, okay, this is not Tampa. You're the Florida man. You
For
understand.
sure not. No. I don't think this is anywhere in Florida.
I don't know Tampa like you know Tampa. I just know there's peacock bass there.
Right.
Such a sick fish. I bet they taste horrible.
What if he had like a skull, like,
Tattooed like a teardrop?
or like a scar, like some sort of like something to make the skull on his chest?
Tattoo,
That'd be
yeah.
cool. I mean, it could be a tattoo, yeah. It could be like a
Your
like a
guns,
military
you've
tattoo.
modified them.
Yo, it's your guns that you modified.
You're dead, I'd assume.
I hope I will never have to use these guns to avenge you and my family.
That's what he said earlier, actually.
I'm Tom Drain.
He said, I
just
just
want my
want to
kids
see
back."
I just want my kids back. Oh. We tied in the thumbnail, so congratulations.
Right,
And he's at the beach, so he's
No, it's
fishing.
his first shirt, and it's all dirt, and it's a beach reference, and it's Puerto Rico. You fish in Puerto Rico. It all full circle.
Man, I'd love to go fishing in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. let's
His
go to
fake
Puerto
beard, fake beards are just... I've rarely, if never, seen a real solid one.
Rico. Yeah, I feel
But
like
it's probably one of those things where if I did, I wouldn't notice it.
no,
Just
yeah.
assume it's real. That's the hardest bar maybe of all time. God's gonna sit this one out.
Fucking damn. That's
Go
right.
with God. God's gonna sit this one out.
I bet he is, dude. Shit. If I was him, I would.
Because I'm gonna go punishing.
He's gonna punish her.
But it's another thing where, like, I remember one scene from this movie that's coming up in a minute where he, like,
Oh,
tortures the
shit,
dude
dang.
by putting the popsicle on his back. And the way that this is set up, it would be awesome if he went into it and he was Dolph Lundgren Punisher. Like, just super brutal. Because Dolph Lundgren Punisher would not have put a popsicle in dude's back. He would have probably embedded a bomb in his skin.
Yeah, he would have put like a rat up his ass, you know?
Right. Or even the Netflix Punisher was
Sure.
super
Yeah, I mean, John
brutal.
Bernthal was fucking gnarly. Yeah.
But apparently, the Warzone short or whatever that Tom Jane is in is pretty
Oh, what,
brutal.
the Dirty Laundry one?
Yeah,
The
that's the one.
film?
Not Warzone. That's the sequel to this movie,
That's
sort of.
the maybe sequel.
We'll
Which
figure it
one's
out next week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll get there. Semi pro reference.
God, his armored Punisher mobile is
So sick.
awesome.
It's like a fucking like garage sliding door.
I also like that he's hitting, or she's hitting the sewing machine, I'd assume with his vest to put the logo on it.
I guess.
No, this is something else, I guess. I thought that's what was happening because it was
Sewed
like the
onto
setup.
the vest? I think it's probably just
It's just spray painted,
onto the
yeah.
vest. Yeah. This dude looks fucked up.
Is that his homeless informant?
Informant. It's not that it's not me. I go blam.
I mean,
like
you remember
to
his
go
homeless
down.
informant from last week? His homeless drunk
Informant?
informant.
Right. Yeah. His sidekick, Wayne Knight from
His sidekick
Seinfeld.
Charlie Kelly from Always Sunny.
Right.
Oh, this guy's in a wheelchair. That gives him some character development.
Oh.
He's Joe from
But he
Family
just
Guy.
got up and he's just got like weird little freak legs. This guy looks like Seth MacFarlane if you put like a fat filter on him.
Looks like Seth MacFarlane if he was Peter Griffin.
Right. Yeah. So true. Oh, he
punishes. What do you think he does? Punisher.
Punisher.
Pumdinker.
Pumdinker. Yeah, right. Ask him. Yeah, right. Strike up a conversation with a stranger. What am I? What are we? Some sort of like grungy version?
Oh man,
of
if only he was naked
Outcast or
sitting in front of
something?
a fireplace meditating.
That's what I'm saying, dude. In the sewer.
God, that movie's awesome.
It does look like he's in the sewer.
It
but,
does, but not as much as the actual sewer did.
I think that's just a grungy '90s apartment. Even though it's 2004, which is the '90s.
Right.
As
We've established that 94 is the 90s. I do wish he had his
at least
motorcycle from.
95. Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren motorcycle.
I would
man.
love to combine those two movies.
Yeah. And probably Warzone too. I haven't seen it, but from what I've seen, and at least
I know nothing about. I've always heard negative things.
Yeah, see, I've seen a couple clips and have only positive views towards it, and I love the costume.
It was a
And
much
also-
lower budget
And
than
also, Ray
the previous
Stevenson, the
two,
man's
right?
dead. So if you hate on it, you're
Oh, I
hating
will
on a
hate on
dead
a
guy,
dead man.
well, yeah,
There are plenty of dead people who are horrible. I mean, Adolf Hitler.
Guy, right?
Am I not allowed
Yeah.
to hate on him?
No.
Oh,
Well, only because you like Kanye.
right. After further reflection.
What?
After further reflection, I've come to the conclusion that I'm no longer or that I'm not a Nazi.
Right. Banana. Hey, do you know I can make orange rhyme with banana?
Oh, here's the scene. And I feel like from never reading a Punisher comic book ever, I feel like comic book Punisher also would have just blasted his skin with this for a second.
Yeah. What?
Because that's the thing I understand about, like, Punisher from the comics is just everyone hates him because he's, like, the worst.
Yeah, I mean, he like punishes people or whatever. That's
Right.
What I know. Oh, we cooking that steak. I do like him using the popsicle. That's
I
fun.
like it, but at the same time, it would have
It's
been...
a funny gag, you know.
Yeah, but I wish it wasn't a gag. I wish he was burning that dude's skin.
Yeah, sure, right, you know. It's Tom Jane.
Right.
He just wants his
He
kids
just wants his
back.
kids back. Yeah.
But also, like, what is this guy? A fucking idiot? Like, I know cold and hot, like they feel
Well, he'd
similar
said
or
that. He
whatever.
said it's so hot you won't feel anything at first. It'll just feel cold.
Yeah, at first it's been fucking like it's been a
Yeah.
while. He's done it a bunch of times. He would
Hey,
have thought.
honestly, it would probably get me if I'm being honest.
I mean, probably. I don't know. I think like
I think the second I started smelling that steak cooking, I'd be like, "Oh God, he's burning my skin."
yeah, I don't know. I don't know that like that looks like a nice steak, you know? Like I don't know that my flesh would smell like a good steak, you know? It could probably smell like poop or something. He put it in his mouth like a penis.
Right. Drop a anvil on his head.
Oh, what is he, Wiley? What? Oh, I thought that was Tom Jane. That was. I was like, why is Tom Jane shirtless for this? That's weirdly sexual.
Right.
But that's Ocean's 11.
Yeah. That's Monk,
naked. Tom Jane's just in a black tank top.
which is awesome.
This is a black tank top movie.
Honestly, I could see that being the case,
Yeah,
even though I don't think he
like, it's
directed
not.
it. But
He didn't direct or write this movie,
Right.
but it would track.
this
for
would make
sure.
a great black tank top movie.
Oh, so maybe John Travolta just operates out of Tampa. That's why he's.
Oh, you're
Maybe, like,
probably
maybe
right.
He's from New York. It's still classic Punisher. It just happened to happen on vacation, and the mob guy who did it happens to.
Because it was
Oh,
cheaper to
'cause he's
film
a
in
Fed,
Tampa.
right? And also because he's a Fed, and he was doing some sort of bust that took place in Tampa. Even though I'm pretty
Right.
sure that opening was in Miami, but
It it could be, but it could
I
also
feel
just
like
be
I
he's
remember.
dressed like Miami guy.
Sure, there's anytime something feels like Miami Vice, you think Miami.
Right.
Obviously, it's in the name.
Or you think
know?
GTA Vice City.
Right, which is meant to be Miami.
Right.
They're bringing that back, and also might at least
Ooh.
Clearwater. They're getting close to my hometown in the next GTA,
Are they?
which is wild. Yeah, it's gonna be like half of Florida in the next one. That is crazy. But imagine how much cooler it would have been if it was his motorcycle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're just. I wish I
every
could combine the
Punisher,
two movies.
and also just every Punisher should have a motorcycle. You know,
Yeah, well, for sure.
like,
And everyone has
so
except for this
cool,
one.
man.
Oh, this is awesome.
I don't know if Ray Stevenson or that's correct. I don't think John
that Bill
Bernthal
Murray?
did. No, I think it's just an old guy.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought you were dead.
Is this the same black cop from? Is that a comic book character from Dolph Lundgren
Probably.
Punisher? His
Maybe.
ex-partner.
I mean, from what I know about the Dolph Lundgren one, it wasn't very comic anything.
There was
But
one
maybe-
comic book
I mean, I don't-
character I know
don't
of.
think- how much of like is comic Punisher frequently like a cop? Is that a
No,
from what I know
I don't
of
think
him,
so. And I
he's
guess
been,
yeah,
like,
that would have
originally
been
he was-
because if he was a
was
cop
like
in
I mean,
Ultimate
originally-
Comics,
originally, right?
that
he
didn't
was a
happen
cop
yet
for
when the
Ultimate,
last one came out.
or when this one happened.
I think
feel
Ultimate
like Ultimate
Comics had
Comics was,
started
like,
by 2004.
2010, I think 2010s, maybe late 2000s or mid 2000, early
I'm
2000s.
gonna
But
look it up just because I'm curious.
what do I know? I mean, yeah, what I know of Punisher is that originally he was like a Vietnam vet, I think, and then they later would
2000.
change that to
It's when
on the
Ultimate
dime.
Comics
so yeah, so
launched.
this would be post Ultimate.
Yeah, and now I don't know Ultimate Punisher specifically because they started titles at different times. or
Sure,
whatever.
sure, yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
Ultimate ran for a while.
I
Ultimates
mean,
might still be
it's still
running.
going. It's got a new, like, I think it's reset or something. You know
Oh,
how
they
they do.
reset Ultimate.
Yeah, but they've got a
It's
at least
wild
Ultimate Cap looks the same.
because Ultimate
Uh,
was like the
yeah,
first big reset Marvel ever did.
I mean, kind of. That was more like
Not
I
reset, but
mean,
like separate
it was the
universe type.
first, like, yeah, when it was the first, like, consistent, I mean, I think DC had before that had various,
They
like,
had
Elseworld
Crisis, like
things.
that was the
Well, they had Crisis, which was the multi, but they had various Elseworld, like, storylines, but they weren't like a consistent and concise universe like the Ultimate. Like, I feel like that was the first, like it was this, like parallel universe that they were developing alongside their pre-existing. Is he just stealing money right now? Is the
seems
Punisher
seems
just
like it.
hitting? Is he
Yeah,
just hitting a lick? Because that's awesome. Or he's just sending a message and he's just, like, jokering it and burning the money.
that would also be cool.
Just, yeah, that's cracked. We'll go get a snack, maybe also a glass of milk, so I can shoot some of this shitty ass brandy. We'll see.
Glass of milk is crazy. Ah, Dan missed what he was doing with the money, which was throwing it to the people in the street. Just throwing mob money to people in the street, which is an awesome thing to do. Ah, there he is. That guy also looks familiar. Balding dude. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of balding guy. I'm also just a big fan of this so far. Sick. That's awesome. God. Maybe this movie's more brutal than I was giving it credit for. I want him to do some like crazy deranged stuff. I think that's my problem. He's got his little Batmobile. Oh, it's not him. So his neighbors are like conspiracy theorists, I guess. At least sort of. His neighbors are weird conspiracy theorists who are spying on him and very concerned about who he is. And he's drinking wild turkey. Is that wild turkey? Yeah, that's wild turkey. He's drinking an entire bottle of wild turkey. Awesome. That's some nice mid-shelf whiskey for him. Nice little flashback. Love that. That's silly. It's always silly when someone just drops their drink. Maybe he's still alive because he was meant to suffer more? Oh, so Frank broke into this guy's bank, stole 50 million. How do you get into being in the mob? Like, that's something I would love to figure out how to do. Is just figure out how to get into the mob and just get rich on it. I think I'd quit while I'm ahead, probably, kind of thing. But I'd love to just be a mobster. I think that'd be fun. That's Frank's neighbor girl, I think. He just went back in his apartment. Is crazy. He just opened the door and walked right back in. That is nuts. Oh, but he's about to get punished. This guy weirdly looks like Elon Musk. God, that's awesome. That's a bar, too.
All right, so I understand conceptually that he punishes her.
Right. You missed
But
a lot.
does he know her?
He doesn't.
Oh,
So you missed quite a
that's
bit.
fucked
Number
up.
one, he was
Yeah,
wearing
I
the
got some
trench coat.
I got some chicken and some cheese and some rice and also a glass of milk.
I
I'm gonna
feel
shoot
that,
some
though.
P&J
So
right now.
so
Actually,
he was wearing the
ready.
trench coat.
Nice with the
Punisher
shirt,
t-shirt. Yeah,
or
yeah.
okay.
He broke into John Travolta's bank or something, and the money he was stealing, he just threw it out
Right.
the window to two people.
Right, Joker reference.
Yeah.
Or
Something.
no, who does that?
Robin Hood?
Well, yes, but I mean more contemporarily.
Green
There's
Arrow?
No,
I know, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, that would be it would be cooler if they leaned into the Robin
They
Hood
should. They
aspect
don't,
of
but it's
Green Arrow,
fine.
which would, I mean, it would be stupid because he's a billionaire, because he's a Batman knockoff.
It would be
'Cause, I
cool
mean,
if it
you're
started with
if
him
you're
like
gonna
giving up
have
all his money. But
right,
now we're writing a
sure,
Green
there's
Arrow
some
movie.
yeah, let's not get into that. Yeah,
So
but no, there was. I
so
remember
that
something with
happened,
like,
and then some dude was knocking on blonde chick love
maybe it
interest's
was one of the Ocean's
door.
11's movie.
because I don't know. I'm just thinking that because there's one of the
Maybe, but it
the
also
dudes
sounds right.
It seems like it would be. Oh no, it's Breaking Bad when Jesse Pinkman is yo bitch, he's riding through and he's got all his money and he's throwing it out to the that's what it was.
Right,
And then
right.
a kid named Finger,
I
he
like that
finds him
we
when
just
he's in the
refer to him
parking
as
lot.
kid named Finger.
Esteemed actor. I don't even know his name. The character is Mike Ehrmantraut. I know
Right.
that much.
And he's
But
also Mike in Community? No.
no, in Community he's Buzz Hickey,
That's
and he
right.
and he goes, oh, I bet he's so imaginative, he's so magical. I watched my third wife die,
Right. Right.
and it's the funniest scene ever.
So yeah, so
Uh,
then some dude was trying to break into blonde love interest's apartment, and both of the other neighbors came out and they were like, dude, you should go,
blonde
it's
love
late.
interest, a cop? I can't remember. I wasn't paying that much
I don't
attention.
think so.
Was she a cop? There
She's just
was who
neighbor.
was
She's
she
just his
just
neighbor.
she was the neighbor. She was the Seinfeld parody where they had the chubby friend and
Right.
the generic 90s looking friend and the woman friend.
Right.
And
And
they were in
so
an apartment on the second story overlooking someone making witty commentary. Yeah.
right. So the other
Just like
two come out and they're like, "Hey dude, you should probably go. It's late." And then the guy called the fat one lard ass.
Mm.
And then he just slaps the other one, the one that looks like you before you cut your hair. He
Oh,
slaps him like 6 times in the face, and then
damn.
Punisher comes out and beats him up. And
Sure,
now you're
sure.
caught up. But now I've missed what has happened since then in
Yeah, not
my
much. See the way this E&J spin though? Look at that
yeah.
shit. Woo! Listen to it too. It's like ASMR.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As in go eat a sandwich look like you're from.
Man, gotta love some milk after liquor.
It's
It's like you didn't
it's
enjoy
pretty good,
liquor.
right?
Cancels it out, dude. Straight up.
Weirdly it works.
Yeah.
Seems like it would mess you up pretty bad, but it actually sets you up for success.
Uh, what you doing with this fire hydrant or whatever? 'Cause that was just like
I
where he
don't
keeps
know
his
what's
stuff.
happening because I was explaining and then I lost the plot.
I think he like stashed his stuff in like a fire hydrant or something.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
don't know.
That's kind
There
of
was something
cracked.
weird with a. It looked like a fire hydrant. Maybe it
Oh,
was.
John Travolta's really upset about. He's really
The,
upset about the money thing because the
oh,
people who
sure.
he reports to are upset about the money thing.
Right. Because he's not. Yeah, he's not the top mob boss. There's the topper mob boss. You know,
Right.
always is. Always a bigger fish type beat.
Right. Which is true. There is always a bigger fish.
I mean, once you get you. I mean, eventually you reach a point of diminishing return, right? Where there's just
I
like
think there's just always a
it's
bigger
just like
fish.
a whale. Like, well, what about like you reach like a whale, like
But a
humpback
whale's not a
whale?
fish.
Okay, sure. You reach the biggest fish, the biggest form of shark, because sharks are fish, right?
Whale shark.
I think great whites are bigger than whale sharks. Whale
No,
sharks
not even
aren't.
close.
I thought whale sharks it was like one of those like Greenland, Iceland things where
Don't
they were
think
like
so.
shockingly like not as big. Like they're like I feel like I thought like great whites could be like up to like 10 feet. Whale sharks were like 7 maybe, or maybe I got that backwards.
Yeah, a whale shark. This is in meters, man.
Oh man,
A
fuck
great
off! Come
white
on,
is 6 meters. A whale shark is
that can't be
18.
that much. Oh wow.
And then there's a basking shark, which is 12 meters that's in between the two.
Yeah, whatever. They made that one up to sell
Right.
toys.
I've never even heard of it. They're just selling toys or something.
That's what I'm saying,
What is
dude.
that in feet, though?
For real? Make it American, man. Make it make sense.
45 feet in length.
Damn,
It's a
that's
whale
a
shark.
fucking whale shark. Mercy.
Yeah, I'd hate to run, but apparently they don't eat people or animals. Like they just eat the shrimp and stuff. Why the big
What,
animals not?
shrimp ain't animals all of a sudden?
Well, yeah,
Oh.
they're krill. You know the krill thing. You've seen the krill thing that every conspiracy theorist posts.
Yeah, I've seen District 9.
That's prawns, I think.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
It looks good krill.
But there's the krill thing where he's like they're all swimming one direction, and he's like, I'm gonna turn around and swim backwards. In every conspiracy theorist, have you seen this?
One Direction? The feds killed Zayn? Is he the dead one? Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
is that a thing?
The feds killed. Well, he died the same way as like the exact same way as
Okay, so a great white shark is
I can't
21
remember his
feet, so
name.
close
The
to
guy from-
half.
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, that's still pretty big. What, the guy from Trevor Moore from Whitest Kids You Know?
Ah,
They both and the feds killed Trevor Moore. Everyone knows that. They both died by falling off their balcony. It's like a 2 foot balcony.
but
They
what
fell
good would
straight
killing Zayn Malik do the feds?
down. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, but it must be like there must be some crazy shit at play if they're
Must be
killing,
like
they're killing him, dude. Like there must like they're up to something. Like
it's got to
some
be some kind of like
MCU level. Like
Epstein Diddy.
they're weaving plot lines together. They're
Right.
they're setting up the next like 5 phases type beat.
Must be some kind of like free puff type beat.
Yeah, well, free. Oh Lord.
Man, what a wild time it is to live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's legitimately one of the craziest times it's ever been to be a human being.
Sure is, yeah.
Probably not.
Look at Tom J and Punisher though. He just wants his
Yeah,
kids
he just
back.
wants his kids back. He's fishing
They
for
always
punishment.
Strawberry.
The Punisher mobile is awesome. I just wish it was a
it's-
motorcycle, and I wish it was more tricked out.
It's no Blade Mobile, you
Right.
know. But
Tom
there's
Jane
no
Punisher should
like
have
that.
been in Deadpool and Wolverine.
For sure, yeah.
The fact that he
Probably-
wasn't is actually kind of surprising,
Yeah.
because he did that fan film.
Right. That is, yeah. No way they reached out to him and didn't get him.
Right, especially paying him Deadpool and Wolverine money.
Right.
They must just have not reached out.
Which is wild, because why wouldn't they, you know?
That's what
I feel
I'm
like he's one
saying,
of the
actually.
more iconic 2000s superheroes, especially for being an only one.
Right. It's definitely more iconic than like Elektra.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well,
But
I mean,
probably
she
not
was
than
in
Daredevil.
movies. She had her own movies, and she was in Daredevil.
Yeah, but wasn't her
so
movie like direct to DVD?
probably it at least flopped if it was in theaters,
Right.
Yeah,
But definitely
that's
not
one of
more
those
iconic than
things that, like,
Daredevil. But
for sure.
probably probably
Daredevil.
less iconic than Blade.
I don't think so.
At
no.
least less positively
will-
remembered.
I don't think so,
That's
dude.
pretty cool.
Those first 2 Blade movies are iconic. Blade Trinity, it kind of.
No.
fucking
That's what
fucked
I'm
up
I'm
the other
agreeing with
2.
you. I think this
Oh, I
is
thought you were
less
saying the other
iconic
way.
and memorable
Gotcha.
and positively
I
remembered
must
than
have
Blade.
misheard. I heard the other way. Yeah, for sure. Then, yeah.
Yeah, because this is not very positively remembered or.
See, I think it's
Iconic.
decently positively remembered.
I
just
think
not
it's
as
positively
so as
remembered in
Blade.
terms of nostalgia, but it's not like
Sure.
the one people like. Blade is still great.
Right. I think of the Punisher movies, though, this is the one people like. Like, this is the Punisher movie.
For sure.
Like people
Now-
like Warzone because he looks cool and it's like a cool, edgier,
So
older
far,
Frank.
I don't
Some
like this
people like
nearly
us,
as much as I liked.
No, this is no Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
That movie's
It's still
awesome.
fun.
Also,
it doesn't-
apparently,
it
Dolph
doesn't have
Lundgren
that-
is super positive about Punisher and wants
Bait.
to be some kind of nostalgia bait thing. Which who
Yeah,
wouldn't?
I've been wanting to do a because there's a couple different versions of like Old Man Punisher in the comics.
Mm,
I've been wanting to do a
Dolph
Dolph
Lundgren.
Lundgren Old Man Yo, he got the thing, and it's that guy from something.
And he's wearing his T-shirt. He just wears it sometimes, and sometimes he's not,
Yeah.
which is fine. I like that. That's fun. Oh, it also said he was on an anti-terrorism unit in the military.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he was
Was that
undercover doing.
Oh, okay. So it was a terrorist that he was busting.
Correct. Well, I guess it was mafia and terrorism at the same time,
that-
or it's this guy maybe.
Actually, I'm sure there's some in a Marvel movie. I'm sure there's a crossover between terrorism and the mob. Like
Gotta be.
that's
Yeah.
not a far stretch.
I mean,
in
last
a-
week it was the mob and the Yakuza.
right? Which, admittedly, those are both forms of organized crime.
Those are
not
both
that-
forms of mob.
right. Yeah, those are both forms of the mafia.
Those are both the word mob in two different languages.
Maybe.
I don't know what Yakuza means.
I mean, they probably are both just like family or some bullshit.
Right.
I don't know. Whoa. Who said fuck?
Oh, it translates to gangster.
What?
The word
Oh, what?
Yakuza in English is just gangster. So the
Be true,
Yakuza is just gang.
They are, in fact, a gang. Yeah.
Right. I want this man punished.
Punish him. Make him.
You know what
Make-
makes it? You know what the
make
reason
her
is that this
punished.
movie's not as good? He doesn't have the
don't know,
little
but I
knife with
fuck
the
with
skull
this
head
dude.
on it.
Yeah, the skull head knife. God.
Did you
wanna
see I
fucking-
put
I
that on a different version of it, but I put that on my
Oh,
little
you did.
Punisher.
I saw it on the. Yeah, you had the like print on the handle. No, I did it twice, just straight ripped on my Punisher design. One of the times I did the full handle, like I made the handle bone colored.
I'm now seeing this guy. I'm sorry I compared him to you before you cut your hair. I really do apologize. He does not look like you before you cut your hair.
I appreciate the retraction.
He's a fully different level of white
He's
trash.
fucked up looking. Yeah, no, he's yeah. Man, Tom Jane be looking cool as hell though.
Yeah, he
dude.
does, and he's joint.
Yeah. God, he's so.
I do. I just miss when comic book actors could just be joint and not
Could
have
just
to.
be like a normal level of muscular. Yeah, like
Especially like Frank Castle, because he's just a dude.
right. Yeah.
But even Bernthal's got to get on roids.
yeah. I mean, I feel like Netflix Bernthal wasn't on roids. I don't think.
Maybe
Now he
wasn't.
probably is. I think unrelated. Like I think he's just a more successful actor. He's getting bigger roles.
He
and
can
does
get
roles.
steroids. He was in The Bear.
Yeah, like he's got that hookup now. He's not just the guy from The Walking Dead. Like,
Right. He was on The Bear.
well, he is. I think still is on The Bear. I think he's like a recurring character. If The Bear's
Have
still
you seen The
going.
Bear?
I've not.
He's
no,
not a
but I-
recurring character because he's the
Is he
dead
not?
brother.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
He might be recurring because, like, flashback. He's only in
I've
flashbacks.
seen a bunch of clips of him on The Bear, so I assume.
Yeah, he's only in flash. So the bear is what's his
I've not
name
watched
from
The Bear. I have
Shameless.
no. Yeah,
His
it's
brother
Shameless
dies, so he
and-
takes over his restaurant.
Gotcha.
John Bernthal is his brother.
Right. I know The Thing. Eben Moss Backrack.
Yeah,
is,
that's cousin is his
the
name in the
show.
show.
right. Is he his cousin or is he just
He's his cousin because they're from Chicago.
right? So he's just like his buddy.
Right. Basically, yeah, he's like a co-owner of the
They're-
restaurant.
they're just both Italian. Gotcha.
That guy's also in the Punisher Netflix show.
He's Punisher's iconic comic book sidekick, Microchip.
Right. Who's not in this
Is it
movie.
not in this one, but he's in.
Or
the
maybe
next
he is,
one.
but he's in the
No,
next.
He's in.
The next one is the one that
and
has a
it's
bunch of comic book characters.
Seinfeld. It's the Seinfeld. It's like the I can't remember his character's name. He's also the guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
He's like like what George is to Jerry, he is to Kramer. Like he's the
are you
fat
watching
sidekick.
Seinfeld?
No, I've seen it and I'm familiar.
Mm.
That's how I know that actor. Um,
Jigsaw is the iconic Punisher villain who's in the
that's
Netflix
the
show and the next movie.
Ben Barnes. Is he in the next movie
Yeah,
too?
he's the villain of the next movie.
I guess those two, because Microchip, he's even Moss Backrack in the Punisher show,
Mm.
and that's the season. I mean, I only watched the first season, but that's the one that has him and Jigsaw. So those two must be somewhat connected in the
I think
comics.
he dies.
Both are both just like, yeah, maybe probably Jigsaw kills him like iconically. Like Green Goblin killing Gwen Stacy type beat,
Right, I think it's one of those type things.
but less iconic because it's the Punisher and not Spider-Man.
Right.
Not one of the most well-known superheroes of all time.
Right.
Ugh.
Punisher, I think, is pretty well known. I think Punisher's
I
logo.
mean, yeah,
What's
not at
weird
this
is
point. His
Punisher's logo
logo,
is so much more famous than the Punisher. Yo, he's drinking wild turkey.
He's got that wild turkey. He's just like you. It's just like me if I had mid shelf instead of bottom of the barrel.
Right.
Brandy.
The
like
Punisher logo turning into the, and I guess it makes sense because he's like ex-military. But the Punisher logo turning into this like,
It's like some famous classic opera.
it's famous because they use it in movies a lot because you don't have to pay for it.
Sure, yeah. But I think it is also like
God, he's about to polish off this bottle of turk, dude. That's
it's
crazy.
some classic opera. It must be.
No, it is, but it's also like public domain, so
It's
they
just
use it.
it's public domain.
Which,
so
because like,
it's
why would these people be
it's a
listening to
fucking-
it in their apartment?
the Sugar Plum Fairies type beat.
I remember
Oh,
this
it's
guy.
this guy. He's
'Cause-
in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Does he wear the stripes in that? Surely not.
Yeah, because that's the only reason. And like, it's not the same actor because this is like some wrestler. Like he's
Oh yes, I figured it
his own
wasn't.
core. This huge muscular man is a wrestler, believe it or not. This man who is only significant for his size and stature.
And the fact that he's on steroids.
This Tom Jane really stabbed him there.
Interesting.
Maybe not there, but I know in this movie that's one of those did you know Viggo Mortensen actually broke his toe and he kicked this ring and it was actually a real but yeah, he
I do very much enjoy them just
stabbed
dancing. This song fits this scene pretty well.
yeah, no, it's cracked. Like it's you know,
Maybe
or
that,
it's
maybe
the
Tom.
bad
Yeah,
guy, Tom Jane. But
that
no,
felt
I think
real.
that one felt more real, but what I remember reading is that Tom Jane stabbed that guy. Because I remember reading it being like he was like oh it was like he barely even felt it. I was like, oh, of course that giant man who's on steroids didn't feel.
But I feel
a
like I
knife.
would feel getting stabbed by a knife no matter how jacked I was, because muscle still has pain receptors.
Yeah, I think I'm playing it up,
Mm.
but and also it was probably more of like an adrenaline thing.
Oh
but
yeah, it could be. Yeah, I'm
like,
acting. I'm in a
Yeah.
movie. I'm in a movie film.
right.
Awesome.
So sick. Oh,
Even cooler, honestly.
yeah, actually. No. Jones did, except a bathtub. And
Did you feel that? The apparently, like the nuke of grenades just went off.
Right.
Because grenades are just like shrapnel, right?
Yeah, but I mean, this is like they're like a wall or two apart, right? Like they're pretty
Right.
close.
I do also
They're in the
keep
same building, at
forgetting
least.
this is not
Holy shit!
the last
Well.
movie where it's like realistic.
I mean, sure. Yeah,
That's the
well,
thing I keep
I
forgetting.
don't think that was the most unrealistic thing ever. These people that are like in
No, I'm
apartment or
not.
two
It's
over,
not. It's the
hearing
size of the
grenade
grenade.
go
That's what
off.
I'm talking about. Like it
Oh,
was a
okay.
very big explosion.
They're a building over,
I
or
think
they're
there's
in
like
the
an
same building,
alcove.
but it's like connected. But there's like a
There's a balcony.
alcove.
Yeah.
Word.
But no, it's not the most
Damn, homie,
unrealistic
you're gonna
thing.
fucking fist him. Yo, he's got that milk.
Yeah, he can chase his wild turkey with it.
I'm saying, bro, he chases E and J.
Awesome. I try to shoot it anyway, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I do
What's
love
the
this
worst that
scene.
happened?
For as goofy and silly as it is.
Yeah, no, it's cracked. And I think the opera music helps with
For
that.
sure it does.
That makes it it ending with them busting into the apartment where the opera music is originating from. Awesome. Oh, is he gonna? Is it the boiling water?
He's gotta.
Surely, right? It's right there. They keep showing.
They
it.
keep
Come on.
showing it.
Come on.
Yeah. I do wish
Yeah,
it was
boy.
oil instead of water. I wish he was like
Yeah,
frying.
who
Oh,
boy-
God.
Same effect though.
Mhm. It doesn't matter what it is at this point.
I mean, a certain level of boiling, right? It's just burns you. Damn.
Right. But yeah, that scene, that's what I'm saying. Between the last two movies, the last one was very just like, I don't want to say it was realistic. It was just brutal 80s action.
It was a different. Yeah, it was.
And then Bernthal
much-
is just
much
Dark Knight
more-
level realistic.
They're both. These are both. Both this and Dolph Lundgren are not hyper stylized, but they're both stylized.
They're movies
in-
of the era.
in extreme different ways. Yeah, of the era. Yeah, one was a late 80s grunge action Rambo style movie, and this is a
2000s comic book style
mid
movie.
2000s comic book, but
Still early
also,
2000s, right?
it's
Mid is
still-
2005 and on.
I mean, 2005 is the middle of the mids. I think mid would be 04 to 06, 07 maybe. I don't know.
He just went to his cabinet and just got a new bottle of wild turkey.
Awesome. I love that he's just got like an infinite supply of wild turkey.
It is,
then
and
he
it's
is
the wildest
alcohol.
whiskey for him to just drink regular. It had to have been a product placement.
Chugging, dude. Straight. I don't know. Wild turkey is what I would imagine Frank Castle.
Nah, this
drinking.
man's drinking Henry McKenna for sure.
I don't know, dude.
I think Frank Castle's
Wild
drinking
Turkey-
bottom shelf whiskey.
I don't know. He's not like
Actually, no.
he's not white trash.
He's
just in the
drinking Jack
military.
Daniels.
Yeah, but also
But what-
Jack Daniels.
But
Wild
Wild
Turkey.
Turkey is the Jack Daniels of bourbon. So I guess we're
They're-
accurate.
they're- Yeah, maybe he's just a bourbon man, but it probably was some sort of product.
It had to have
placement.
been, I think.
Yeah, because it is a very specific liquor. Like it's what I think of.
Maker's Mark would also be
Mm,
something I would think Frank Castle would drink.
yeah,
That's like the same. It's a little more expensive, same-ish price point.
Sure. Yeah, I think he drinks Steel Reserves.
No, that's what comic book character would drink? Peter Parker would drink Steel Reserve.
No, Peter Parker would drink
White Claw.
White Claw. Yeah, no, Twisted Tea or Trulies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Who would drink Steel Reserve though? Honestly, Daredevil maybe.
Nah.
Netflix era Daredevil. Maybe?
Yeah, like first season
Not
Netflix Daredevil,
first season.
yes.
Well, not even.
Although I think
that.
he drank Maker's
It
Mark.
was he drank. I think he drank Heineken, or
Mm.
unless his Maker's Mark also German.
I think so.
I remember there being like a specific line from the other blind dude about the German beer being shit, but
Well, Maker's Mark is whiskey.
Okay. Well, I remember the beer he drank was
Right.
German. I think Heineken probably. Either way,
Um,
um,
who would drink Steelies?
I do. I think like I don't know. I do. I think.
You know who would
I
drink
think
PBR? Steve Rogers, because that's an American beer.
yeah. Steve Rogers. If it's
No,
like
Steve Rogers in the modern day drinks just Bud Lights.
no, Steve Rogers in the modern day drinks. Michelob Ultra.
Oh yes, he does. He is a Mick Ultra man for sure.
Stella,
Well,
honestly.
yeah, but he could drink
Who doesn't?
Stella in World War II because it's been around
Or
since before the printing
because
press.
when he was born, when Steve Rogers, the man who is known for being a man out of time, when he was born, fucking like 70 years before now, Stella Artois was still an old beer. It was still fucking
It was still
hundreds of
the
years
oldest
old.
beer.
God. Oh, I could go for some Stella right now. Settle for this shitty ass Edge.
Yeah, I cannot place who would drink Steelies. I do know Woodford Woodford Reserve, which is like top shelf, very
Oh,
expensive whiskey.
Peacemaker. John Cena
Yeah,
Peacemaker.
that's
I
not a
don't know. I
Marvel
don't know.
character, but
Sure, I didn't realize we were specifically marveling, but
what beer
I don't
would
know if
Clark
comic
Kent
book.
drink?
I don't know if comic is. You wouldn't know if comic Peacemaker is also white trash, but
It's
James
gotta
Gunn
be.
made Peacemaker comically white trash, and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
He
And he
drinks
would for
Steelies.
sure. Yeah, I think they showed him drink. I think he drank Mick Ultra on the show.
It's
Actually,
probably a product placement though.
surely, yeah. But it was. I mean, it was so like it was a fitting product play.
Let's
I
just
don't know
go
if it
through
was
the
Mick Ultra.
Avengers.
Okay,
So
Tony Stark
I
would
think
drink.
Woodford Reserve, not a beer, it's a whiskey.
Well, let's try and limit it to beer because I don't know. I don't know whiskeys like you do. I'm
Okay, yeah.
dog. I'm drinking E&J. Okay,
Right.
like this is.
So if we're going
You know.
if we're going beers, I think Tony Stark. It's gonna be a nice expensive beer. I think probably Stella again.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking Heineken. I feel like
I think he'd go
like
more.
I don't know,
No, it would
something.
be some kind of like
It's not the
IPA.
expense of it. Yeah, an IPA for sure, but there's something about like maybe it's that Tony Soprano drank Heineken, but there's something about Heineken to me that seems, even though it's not, it's just a beer, but it seems classy to
See,
me.
I just don't. I don't
I
know.
like I get that is just me, and it probably is just Tony Soprano. Like it's that, I've seen this rich mob boss.
I'm
Why are they
googling high
torturing?
class beers, because they're hiding Frank from the
Right,
mob.
right.
What is considered the gentleman's beer?
I mean, Miller High Life, that's the champagne of beers, God, I love me a Miller High.
Yeah,
Shit.
Miller High Life. That's what's on this list.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give that to, I'd also give that to
Stella,
Cap. Actually, I'd give
Bush
Miller
Light.
High Life. I don't know, but I don't know about that. I'd give Miller High Life to Hawkeye more than anyone. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
because,
I'd give I'd
Hawkeye
give
has like a
Coors
chill to
Banquet to
the guy.
Hawkeye.
Coors Banquet, any malt liquor to Hawkeye,
Yeah, right.
for
All right, well
sure.
we'll come back. I tentatively I'd give Stella to Tony just because it's a fairly expensive beer.
We'll do Stella, yeah. So let's go Steve. We'll go Cap. I'm thinking Mick
I
Ultra.
think you hit the nail on the head with Mick Ultra.
PBR feels too obvious. It's like, oh, the American beer for the American man. But no, Mick Ultra. It's like
Red Stripe.
it's. See, Red Stripe also feels like a Hawkeye beer.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
you'd give any
Or-
beer to Hawkeye, I think.
Yeah,
Just because he's Hawkeye.
Because he's Hawkeye. Red Stripe feels like
It just feels old to me.
It does feel old.
Feels like something he'd drink back in World War II.
Red Stripe feels like, and this is autistic for even saying this, but it feels like a Bucky Barnes beer because he's a bit more of of
a
a
rough and
Wigga
tumble. Yeah.
than
Yeah.
than Steve.
Yeah.
You know, he was invited to the cookout. That's
Right.
how Falcon and the Winter Soldier ended, with him getting invited to the cookout. So,
I'm looking up World War
but yeah,
II
like
beers.
I'm thinking. Let's see. What about what's a Hulk beer
Hulk
or a Bruce
beer.
Banner?
I see. That's
If
where I'm
they're the
leaning
same
something
one.
Hispanic, like a
Oh,
Modelo.
Modelo
Probably
is a Hulk.
Modelo. Modelo's a
Yeah,
Hulk beer for sure. At least
for
it may not be
for
a Bruce
sure.
Banner beer, but it's a Hulk
But
beer.
it's a Hulk beer. Yeah.
Okay.
No, a Bruce Banner beer would be like a fucking um
It'd be another like that would be an
fucking
IPA. Bruce Banner
yeah,
drinks
fucking
IPAs and he's like, I actually don't drink
for
beer. I
sure.
drink IPAs, but you like one? I'm like, shut up, dude. Nick
Yeah, you
Fury.
see, oh,
I mean, I'm thinking it's Colt 45.
is it racist to say Colt 45?
I don't think
Like
so because I thought it too.
but does that make it not racist?
I'm going Colt
Now
45. I'm locking it in.
let's
This is awesome.
I'm
He
thinking
just took the
there's
thing off the paper
there's a
cutter.
more specific. Honestly, I'm gonna say Red Stripe. That feels like a very military beer,
Maybe.
you know?
Maybe.
Like to me at least.
Yeah, I could see that.
And he's classic military man.
Yeah.
Like, through and through, right? Like that's his jam.
Where are you going with who was I gonna say? Ooh, Star-Lord. What beer is Star-Lord drinking?
Star-Lord's like a
He might be the PBR man.
PBR for sure. Honestly, Steel Reserve. Star-Lord is Steel Reserve.
We found it. We found who drinks the
We
Steel
found
Reserve.
Steel Reserve, and it's Star-Lord. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why he's me, dude. Like shit, brother.
Let's see who else we got. We did
my guy.
Thor. I've got an opinion on Thor, and it's going to be an unpopular one.
I think there's a canon one. What beer does he drink in Endgame? It shows him drinking beer, right? It's like probably like a Coors or some like.
Probably that's not what I would pick for him, and it's going to be. I'm giving
I mean,
Thor.
Honestly, I'd go Old English for him.
I'm going
like straight up
Guinness.
It's no
and I hate Guinness. I don't like Guinness, and so I don't want to give it to Thor because I like Thor, but I feel like he drinks like old timey mead Thor.
That's why I'm thinking OE because that's malt liquor, which he's got that Wigga vibe. Like let's be real, but I'm
not saying I wouldn't give him Old English. I'm saying
he's down. Like he's invited to the cookout. Let's be real. But also Old English, like it's it's in the name, Old English, Norse,
right?
Whatever.
Which I think is why you lean that.
It is that, but it's also like, have you ever had an Old English, dude? It'll make you feel like Thor.
That's true.
Like, I mean, any malt liquor.
The beer he drinks in Endgame is something called Creature Comfort IPA.
Okay, so it's
which is like one of the Russo's favorite breweries or something.
Yeah, it's some bullshit fucking tie-in, whatever. Nerds.
I still think I really think Guinness, dude. I think
Guinness seems like a
Thor's drinking something from a tap is the main idea. He's not grabbing a can.
OE be on tap. He was drinking.
I mean, anything.
He was drinking from tap. He was drinking from a keg in.
You're right. He could also be drinking from a keg. I don't know.
He had kegs delivered to him in Endgame. That was right. A plot.
I haven't seen Endgame since it came out. Okay,
no,
yeah. I'll give OE if you also give Guinness. Like if we can come halfway and say.
I'll give that, but OE is a main, and Guinness. There's another character that would drink Guinness more than Thor. I can't think of it, but I know it's out there.
Captain
Britain. I can taste it. Yeah, but like a specific Irish character. Oh, I don't know. I don't think Comic Bullseye is Irish, but
right,
or Scottish, whichever one. But Colin Farrell Bullseye,
yeah, for sure.
He drinks Guinness. He drinks Guinness by the fucking.
Ooh, here's
gallon.
A good one. Vision.
Again, Colt 45, or Or actually, it maybe Miller High Life.
Maybe High Life. We may have found the High Lifeian.
Feels like a High Life. I feel like we said High Life for someone else, but this is
We
more
we
fitting, I think.
backtracked it and went Banquet, and it was for Hawkeye.
Right.
We went
Yeah, well,
Coors
Hawkeye's
Banquet.
also.
Who's
one
drinking
because he's
Coors Light? That's where I'd go Superman. I know we're doing MCU, but
Coors Light. See, I think Agents of Shield guy who dies in Avengers, but then they retcon it, but then it's not canon.
right.
That guy,
Right. Bennett was his name. Something.
MCU guy, yeah, MCU guy who was the Shield guy who was in everything. Have you been paying attention to the movie?
No,
'Cause
we've
I
been talking
haven't.
about beers.
Yeah, talking about beer, man. Shit.
What beer
Hey,
would
check this out.
Batman
Hey,
drink?
I don't know, but if there are any alcoholics or functioning addicts in the comments, clip this. I'm about to hit the addict trifecta. Benjamin, Blinker City, mind you.
I mean, had to be, right? I think the last scene was just him preparing for this interaction.
Ian Jake by my side.
Chase it with a pipper.
Oh, chase it with Pipper.
Did we ever land on who would drink pipper?
I think I said Hawkeye and you retcon that. I gotta fucking put the cap on this E&J. Don't let me drink any more of this or
Yeah,
I'll
put it
vomit.
away, probably.
Yeah, I've drank like more than a quarter of this.
Sleep on your side tonight, Daniel.
I'm gonna sleep on my fucking stomach.
What beer does
Oh
Wolverine
my
drink?
God. That's a good one. I don't think beer affects Wolverine.
Probably not, but what beer does he gravitate? I think
Honestly, PBR.
maybe
Or Stella. Stella, because it's nostalgic. It reminds him of his
It reminds
childhood.
him of being a child. I was gonna go with something like a not a Heineken, some Hispanic
Corona, yeah.
Corona.
he's
He
been
drinks.
Modelo
He's gotta
for,
drink Coronas.
Who did we sell Modelo for?
I don't remember, but it was a good one.
Hulk. It was Hulk.
Yeah, it was Hulk. Yeah. Whereas Bruce Banner just drinks like
He drinks
IPAs.
Or Heineken. I told him, much obliged, friend. How much I gotta spend if I only touch her thigh?
Did we ever assign Bud Light to someone? Honestly, I know we were trying to go for something fancy. I feel like Bud Light would be a very Tony Stark beer.
That is, yeah. But also, I think just, there's something about just a standard, just Budweiser.
Okay,
Like who?
That's
drinks
more of a
just
redneck beer.
See, I was thinking that's because like who drink like yeah, it is sort of redneck, but it's also like it's niche.
Bro,
redneck,
you ain't from the sticks in Tennessee. That's what they drink down here. Is just Budweiser.
Different sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's a redneck Marvel hero?
I don't know.
The only redneck superhero I can think of is Superman.
He's sort of redneck.
Yeah, no, he's just from Kansas. But also in Kansas, they're for sure drinking Budweiser.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I would love, and I know he's from Kansas. I would love a Superman with just a thick Southern accent because I think that'd be funny.
Right, that would be good. Yeah.
He just goes and he like stops Lex Luthor, and instead of being like Luthor, he's just like, "Hi, Luthor. I think
right. Listen here, buddy. I reckon you done gone too far with making this this bomb that you was going to drop on
Mr.
Metropolis.
Luthor, you really messed up with building this nuclear bomb."
See here, I don't think you should lift up Metropolis and turn it into a kryptonite island and drop it on top of me. I think that's not that cool, man. Shit,
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We should make a fan film.
Yeah, a Superman fan film. What if we made like a some sort of Marvel DC crossover movie, and it was like it was just like straight black tank top, and we made you play Superman,
Uh-huh.
and I was like
These days, I think you'd be Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, I guess. I don't know. I'm thinking got a shaved head now. There's something we could lean into with that probably, but
Who's
I
got a
don't know
shaved
what.
head, though?
I mean, Hawkeye sometimes, I
Right, that's why I
guess.
said Hawkeye, actually.
Isn't that really
Yeah, it is.
wild? See, I don't associate Hawkeye with having a shaved
What
head.
do you mean you know about you and Quentin? You've known it the whole movie. Why is it just now a problem? Also, they stole
Who's
this for
Quentin, dude?
Daredevil
I
Born
didn't pay
Again.
attention. Right, that is Wilson Fisk's plot line.
Surely that will not be a problem for Wilson Fisk going forward.
Yeah, what a strange choice to make fucking Wilson Fisk just a cuck now.
I don't want to talk about Born Again on this, but
Well, let's get it. We might as well.
Might as well.
We've been talking about what beer the Avengers would drink for 30 minutes.
which is awesome, mind you. That's an awesome subplot for this episode
Fantastic.
of the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
It really makes
get
me
into
mad that they sold this show on the cast. The original cast is
okay,
returning.
to be fair, they only sold it on that after they originally announced that Foggy and Karen wouldn't come back, and then the fans were like, "Oh, but it's not Daredevil without them." And then they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll bring them back, guys. Trust us, they'll really be back."
Yeah, but it's still like that's all of the marketing. Every single trailer for this show had that one scene of them leaving the bar together.
Sure, yeah.
I didn't know about the original part. It just makes me mad that they're like,
I will say, even maybe it is that I I knew that it was fan fucking like intervention that made them bring back those characters. But even like the fact that the trailers only showed that one scene of these characters who are like the secondary main characters in the original show.
I also only
one
saw
scene.
one trailer for the
and
show.
also there's this I don't know, there's like a pretty well-known comic storyline where they die that I don't think it's the same one that the name comes from, but it's like a Bullseye storyline where Bullseye gets revenge and kills them, and that's like the last thing that happened in Daredevil was about Bullseye. It's like, wow, they died. What a shocker.
I'm not surprised
Also,
they
man,
died. It's just like,
can we talk about how cool Bullseye's? He had a bullseye on his hand. That's
I did
so
like his hand. I
stupid,
thought
but
his
awesome.
costume was
I
stupid.
love that. The costume is done. I liked it more in the show than I did in. Oh, that bitch dead as hell. I liked it more in the show than I did in the set pics. In the set pics, it looks stupid. Looks way too purple.
Right.
It looks more navy in the show. I mean,
she's
being
just
navy in
dead.
general. Yeah, she didn't even die from the throw, which is what I thought. She died from the train, which, like, I mean, just get up, bitch. Come on, lock in.
And it's like,
dude, I'm saying, I like there was like, I mean, that was like fucking at least 10 seconds, dude. You could not catch me. I don't care if I just got thrown fucking 3 stories. Fucking Bullseye style, I would be mad scrambling. I'm not gonna get fucking.
I'm saying,
hit by
she didn't do anything.
By a train, dude. That is the worst way to go. Probably not the worst way.
It's
but
not. I think, yeah, probably
sure,
getting,
not
like,
even close,
shot in the
but
pinky toe or something.
I mean, yeah, I
Don't
guess
you have a nerve
there's
in your pinky toe that makes you bleed out or something?
Yeah, but there's worse ways to bleed out. Like, I think like bleeding out from like the like
penis.
fucking the penis. But, like,
Oh, did I tell you what happened to me the other day? Penis reminded me. So
dude.
I was at work, and where I work, there's a lot of funerals that happen there. And so I'm there, and I see a pile of dust on the floor, and it looks like cat litter. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. So I stick my finger in it, and I smell it. I'm like, that doesn't smell like cat litter. Come to find out, there was a funeral there the day before, and somebody from the funeral spilled ashes, and I sniffed it. And all I've been thinking about since is like, what if that was that dude's penis?
Okay, that's a weird thing.
What if I just sniffed his penis, dude?
I don't think it really matters what part of him you sniffed. You sniffed a dead incinerated human man. I think.
See, I think it does matter because maybe I just
it
sniffed his.
shouldn't.
Maybe I
It
just sniffed his.
shouldn't, though.
His shoulder.
shouldn't.
Maybe I sniffed his penis.
But what are the odds though? Like, okay, think about it. Someone gets incinerated.
The odds
Dusted
aren't high. No.
No, like what are the odds that their penis stays?
Yo, it's Tom Jane. He
in-
just wants to see his kids.
in one? Yo, I just want my kids back, but he's got the blade fit where it's just the tactical vest
God,
over
it's
his
so
his
cool
bare-
that he
bare
painted
naked
the
body.
logo on
But
it.
like, what are the odds that the penis part of the ashes, even through, like, first of all, through the incineration process, stay together? Because there's like fans and shit
True.
on there.
So
are the odds
chances
they
are I
then
did
also, like,
sniff his
going in-
penis,
I mean,
just
sure,
scattered
like,
about.
It's kind like one or two of the individual ashes was his cock, and also taint and balls, maybe. But like, come on, get a grip, man.
It's all. I mean, it's all together. You know what I mean?
Like, it's all fucking relative, right? Is he like a bow and arrow?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Through the neck, awesome.
I don't know why he went with the bow and arrow. They probably explained it.
Probably not. I think it was just because it looked cool, like for that one scene, and it did. This fucking guy. God, that fucking gun is awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just Daredevil Born Again is. I described it to you recently as the cartoon adaptation of.
It does feel like that. It feels like the and this is my basis sort of still after watching about half of season 2 of Netflix Daredevil. Damn.
That was a cool like cut back
Awesome
and forth
kill.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, great way of showing that. But yeah.
That's awesome.
But okay, so after watching just season 1 of Netflix Daredevil, which first of all, super jarring going from the finale of that to the first 2 episodes, specifically the first 20 minutes of Daredevil Born Again.
See, I did the opposite.
swinging
I
like
watched
Spider-Man.
Born Again and then went
Right.
back.
No, that makes more sense. But my original plan was, because it's, stupid new streaming service thing of releasing it episodically, except for the first 2 episodes, in which they don't actually show any Daredevil other than the first 20 minutes.
Which was cool. I liked it.
It was fine. No, I liked the first 20 minutes, and I liked.
And
the
also,
last
isn't that
Daredevil
kind of
was fun.
every season of Daredevil though?
Not really. They like it's
It's more
probably
him in the suit. That's what I'm talking about.
Sort of throughout the and it's different because on the Netflix shows it's 13 episodes. I'm assuming this one's gonna be. Boy, shut up out there, Nova, you fat bitch, old big back hoe. Netflix or the Disney Plus one's probably gonna be fucking 8 episodes.
Probably, yeah.
But it's probably the same amount. Like, there'll probably be longer sequences of Daredevil later in the Disney Plus show, but it's that they like pepper them throughout the Netflix one. Like, it's at least each episode has a sequence of Daredevil fighting.
Ooh.
That was sick. Insane. They showed it too. Fuck, man. But yeah, it's like I am, like, I'm still able to stay invested. Like, I like Matt Murdock, the lawyer show. It's still
right.
fun.
No, I do. I love Matt Murdock, the lawyer show. Actually, I think a great Daredevil show would be to do something along the lines of like Suits, and just do which is kind of what they did with the first season.
I think the Netflix, even season 2, they do a great job of mixing not just oh, they have the same amount of screen. Awesome the way he casually did that.
Yeah.
But they like, it's not just that they have the same amount of screen time for Daredevil and his vigilante stuff as his Matt Murdock lawyer stuff. It's that they tie the plot line, like
Yeah, that's exactly
on season 2, the lawyer plot line, like it's like they're going to represent the Punisher. The Punisher is the vigilante of the season. He is the and
I think it would be even cooler if they did it episodically.
Sure.
Like every episode was just a complete, and that's not how they make TV shows anymore. But
that is, I have always I've always been a big fan of the the villain of the week type formula. Like it's a classic.
If done well,
it's good. And there is a way to mix that with the overarching seasonal villain. I'm no writer, but it can work. Like,
they've done that in something, like that first season of Arrow that I still think is really good.
Arrow, even I feel like there was shit.
I don't know why he wasn't wearing his Punisher t-shirt underneath his Punisher bulletproof vest. Yeah, it's a black tank top.
It's just it's a black tank top movie. I get it, but it would have been cool if he had, because presumably he spray painted the Punisher.
Yeah, just spray paint the Punisher logo on your your black tank top. Right? Yeah, you might as well at this point.
Vest. Awesome. I liked his old West draw. That was sick. Also, I think there would be, apparently it's the oiling and the greasing and the grime of the final scene, but he looks fucking massive, dude.
Yeah, he does. He looks joint.
He looks more joint than Hugh Jackman on fucking steroids.
Right. There's the... That's a bar.
Hard. Yeah, we really did. We talked over this whole movie, but his Punisher's fucking vengeance plot in this was diabolical.
Yeah, I don't know,
just gaslit fucking John Travolta and just into turning against his own fucking
it's pretty
mob.
sick.
It's pretty
I think that's part of my thing is when I think Punisher, I don't think well thought out.
Sure, it's not. But it's I don't know, that makes me appreciate it a bit more, I think.
Now he's Red Dead.
Yeah,
onlining him.
He's drawn quartering him. Awesome. Did he just put it in neutral and then just
I guess I think he put it in drive. Okay. It doesn't matter.
He's drive, yeah. How many bombs?
It's a little over the top, maybe. Maybe a little much, but it's cool though.
Oh god, he's on fire and still alive. That's awesome. Oh, and then he just drives off in the Punisher mobile. Yes. Oh, and then a weird day to night darkening. That's weird, but great scene. Man, I hope they bring Tom Jane back in one of these MCU glove shitto movies.
Man, same. No.
He wrote it? Holy shit.
That's so stupid, but
Holy
I love
shit,
it.
That's awesome.
I miss comic book movies.
Oh, I do. I really do. I miss when comic book movies were comic book movies.
And I miss when they were dumb.
Yeah, they were just they took the essence of a comic book. Look at that. That's a comic book panel, He's drinking Wild Turkey. Why is now suddenly he's deciding he needs a glass? He's been drinking straight from the bottle
the whole time.
But now he needs
a glass because there's a glass in the in the comic book shop.
In that one comic panel, yeah. And he took off the dog tags. You know what? I said I wasn't
shoot himself in the head.
I said I wasn't gonna, but I've got more milk, so I'm gonna sip another swig of P&J.
Dude, you told me to stop you, but I can't. There's nothing I can do. We live in different states.
Oh god, he's gonna kill. Is he actually? No.
It'd be a great ending to this movie. It'd be a great ending to the last movie, actually, if he just shot himself in the head at the end.
Much more fitting, yeah. but he's like, well, he's got to live for them.
Right, you deserve to live.
Oh, it's that scene. It's that scene from Deadpool, where the crazy eyes bitch from How I Met Your Mother is saying, "Oh, it's not your time yet. It's
I
not your
always
time to
forget
die."
that's her.
See, that's always where I think of her. I think that's because that's the first place I ever saw her.
And she's in like
So that's-
everything.
Yeah, and by that I mean I've seen her in
Two
in
things.
that and Gotham. those two things and How I Met Your Mother. God, that just looks like a comic shot. Like I know it is like a recreation of some comic panel, but
It's
it just
gotta
like
be.
with the lighting, it just looks like a
Could you
comic.
imagine this movie, but he's in his Marvel Rivals fit?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's a stupid
What the
bar.
fuck does that mean?
Well, he just had a good memory and it saved his life because he was gonna shoot himself in the head.
Yeah, that's true.
He's got a
I
good
just
Punisher
remembered, I
voice.
just remember not throwing up, so I'm gonna not take another swig of
Yeah,
E&J
I'd
brandy.
avoid it.
Yeah, I am gonna drink the rest of this like half of Red Bull that is like at least 40 to 70% E&J. So
Yeah, I mean that's
I
fine.
mean, same thing. Like, and I'm gonna drink
It's like what half of?
the rest of this PBR and like another 2 probably.
Yeah,
but
I mean we got a long time left tonight. You know what I mean?
it's the night is young.
It's only
God, that dude
10:30.
was fucked. That dude was
Yeah,
fucked up.
you from Tampa is
Right, yeah, me if I was from Tampa instead of Key West. And also fucking Seinfeld fat microchip sidekick.
right.
Except not him, he's just another fat sidekick.
Why wasn't he microchip? He even had like the microchips in his house.
Yeah, he was a nerd. Oh, they got money because that's one.
Oh,
from
it's
Frank
it's
Castle
Fat
stole
Seth
money.
MacFarlane.
Right, that is. He's just Seth MacFarlane if he was actually Peter Griffin.
Right.
Oh
Lois.
yeah, I'm lying. I'm gonna take another swig. Of
Daniel,
E&J. What
just
am I-
drink
Come
your
on.
drink your Red Bull,
Take
man.
this out though. And when I'm feeling broke, E&J by my side.
You are going to
Penny
vomit
like
tonight.
$40. This shit like 25. No, I'm not, dude. Bet money. Oh, so you got milk.
Say that again.
Oh, he wore the trench coat at literally the very end.
He wore it earlier in the movie. You were just gone.
Right, yeah, but it wasn't over the.
Yeah, it was over the t-shirt. It was that
But it
fit.
But no, but the end one he had the tactical vest under it.
I don't mind rewinding just because it's no. That's the t-shirt, man.
I think that's.
He left the
tactical
vest in the building he blew up because he took it
Mm,
off.
Maybe yeah,
That's the
you're probably
t-shirt.
right. Yeah, it's probably the same fucking day that they shot that. That's
Right.
that's the same fucking beach in Puerto Rico.
Right. That's the Golden Gate Bridge, I think.
Right, yeah.
Which wouldn't make
yeah,
any
the
sense.
Punisher.
He's not at the Golden Gate Bridge.
No, it's nowhere near that. Completely opposite side of America. In
He's
fact,
probably like going back to New
Probably.
York is probably what's happening because they're setting up
oh
a sequel.
yeah, this is yeah. It's probably meant to be like the Brooklyn Bridge or
Yeah.
one of the other.
The London
New York
Bridge, I've
Bridge.
heard it's actually falling down.
London Bridge is falling down.
That's
Yeah.
all for tonight, friends. Join us next
Thanks
week.
for
We're gonna
watching.
we're gonna watch
Comment-
Punisher
comment down
Warzone.
below if you think Tom Jane should get his kids back
And
or
leave us
or
a
should
review
come back
in
in
leave us a review.
MCU Avengers Russo Bros Doomsday. Robert Downey
Yeah,
Jr.
give him his kids back.
Give him his kids back. Rate down below 5 stars out of MCU Punisher, 1 batch, 2 batch, Penny and Red Bull 40% E&J.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut him off.
Bitch, Mr. White. We gotta like drink lots of alcohol and then probably vomit later tonight.